We talk about it like this. And I've got tunnel vision. I've been tunneling into this with tunnel vision. Then there's nothing I could miss as I'm driving down this road, walking the path to get back home. Tunnel vision. And I've got tunnel vision. Let me just drop it down low. Yikes! In the Image Clothing Company music. Welcome back. Freestyle. Check it out, dude. We got palms. We got red rocks. St. George, Utah. I've got tunnel vision. I'm freestyling as I'm in this tunnel. See the palms? I'm in the tunnel of life again. I'm not fighting it. Freestyle, I don't know. You know though, cause I said so it's okay. It's okay, it's just what I said, so wait. Till a different day, in a bigger place. Call it higher and holier, but you gotta have some vision to get it. Tunneling yourself into a place where, well, there's nothing else. All around you seems to leave, and you achieve some things at the ascent at the end of the staircase. In case you stare just to wait, don't wait, but just take every opportunity you get to be moving just a step or two at a time, one foot in front of the other. And have some tunnel vision. And don't be wishing for a better day with a better place and a higher amount of opportunities. Because you'll be moving to things for the rest of your life, trying to find the best, the most perfect, and you'll be searching. And you'll be certain you found it too until the next thing that comes up in your way that could help you improve to something else and something new. But I've got tunnel vision. Tunneling into this. It's kind of how I just approached it, because I go with the flow when it's just off the top. I will not just stop till the rest of my life comes and I run off into the grave and J. I think is a beautiful place to be. In the presently, I'm expecting things to be exactly what they are. Whatever else comes, whatever else runs, whatever car hits me and gets trickier to navigate, and I'll just wait. Right here in the tunnel, in between all the things, I call it the space in between because it means that everything else can leave on the side of me. And I'm just looking straight down, straight ahead, grabbing that iron rod instead of trying to run around and trying to find out if anything else could help me with the thoughts inside my head. Straight and narrow path leading to eternal life, really leading us back to the home, the place that we like. A place we can't find, but the place will be found. And you can find me driving straight on through the tunnel of life when I'm trying to find the truth. Welcome to it. Call it In the Image Clothing Company music. There's a reason for it. There's a reason, Forrest. Take a big old jump, a leap of faith, and running place. Because something takes time. Because without something, there wouldn't be life. I'm gonna plow on through. As long as I'm going straighter and narrower than anything around me that I could swerve to try to see. I like it. See the things I need and not what doesn't need to be next to me. I'm texting these people across the seas to see if everything can seem a little bit different if we just took the water away. And all of them say, hey, it's a different place. Until they become accustomed to it, and the customs you just get used to help you realize that you didn't move when you thought you moved in to a new place. You're doing the same kind of things that you used to do in the old place you were in, the place you got placed in before you begin to have these opportunities and ideas that you can move to somewhere else to try to see if life is really bigger and better and greater than it actually is. And I don't mean that to diminish how great it is here. But it's great when we're here. With the tunnel vision. Echoing. Speaking things into existence. I don't miss this. Not when I'm in it. It only takes a minute to miss it. So don't leave. Don't try to find the end of things without finding out why there's an end to things in the beginning. Oh, shoot. I wonder if I'll land sometime in a place with Peter Pan and I can be a Mad Hatter and act if you're better than me. Act as if we can all just see. Like a rabbit from a hat, we can take it back and stop hopping to conclusions and live in the delusions we already got placed inside of. If we can just stop trying to find it. Open our eyes to see the truth. Open our minds and be in tune with the fact that everything's a little bit out of key and unbalanced, see? And that's what balances things. Opposition, stop with the wishing, stop it and just get in your own lane and stop trying to change everybody else's place of being. Try to be what you wish you could always be, which is a human being. You were before, you are now. So, all we can really do is hollow out the inside and find out what's truly there in the center. Center our lives on Jesus Christ and see if we might have a broader perspective on how narrow it all really is. See if we can, kids. See if you can just take a step back. Huh. Well, all right. I live this kind of life so everybody else doesn't have to. It's something that you maybe can't do. I don't mean to be mean, but I'm just saying some things that are, as a matter of fact, and true. Because it's hard to do some things that lead us to a place that makes us seem crazy, and everyone else might say some things about us, shouting out just to try to shake our foundation that we're making and breaking nothing but their own ankles, taking themselves in places that are all twisted and tangled, and we're just finding our own way to go to a place that none of us decided. And we can just look and see if the light gets a little bit brighter at the end of the tunnel, the more that we tunnel our ways down and down and down into now the depth of the truth of things that don't seem to lead you anywhere at all. Because you think it's a fall, but since the very beginning, Adam, he did it for us. He did it to soar just a little too high. So that he could take that deep dive into what it really means to be a human being. For every one of us, all the descendants of those that came after, to see if we would fall, if we tried to shatter the expectations of people taking all the rocks that they throw and the stones that go flying through the air without a care of the truth behind the words of the people who swerved nowhere else but trying to help. Bombarded from the sides, they all tried to hide from what they did. They threw the rocks and then stopped back in later to see if what they did is something that could cater to a better kind of life, ridding people who try to defy the norms of society that we try to build. I don't care. Build me something greater than great and see if it can collapse in a day. How quick does it take? How long will it span? The thing that you have created for yourself, a society for everybody else that might just be trying to reach something that's not attainable. Because I guarantee, with every fiber of my being, you don't gotta believe in a single thing, and everything will still remain. It will never change, like a tunnel. Cut through something, and that means there must be a way in and a way out. Now, how am I going to leave if I try to veer off the path that leads to the exit of this? I'm not expecting to get more than I'm given. It's just a lesson I sit and hoard unless willing to share it with the world and let them think that I'm crazy. Let them think that I'm taking a path that everybody else isn't making, except for a very select few who cling to the truth. The path that never veers and never goes anywhere that we're not familiar with, but we're familiar just getting taken off course. So of course, as a human being, we would take it, debate, and we'd switch it and make a lot of mistakes and go back to the place where we gotta find our way back to the path. The straight and narrow. Shoot it like an arrow. See if it's all tuned in, or if you missed the mark. Mark the red dot at the end of this, trying to end the list just to see if you could get exactly what you wanted. By taking a lot of roundabout ways and losing your place and not knowing how to get back to where you were in the first one. How can there be a first if there's not a last? And you're trying to get to a place that won't last unless you realize what came before. Take a tour all around the bout and see why they're fighting in the first place. Because he who loses fought harder. And every time we get back to this, that's why I say you can't just miss. Y'all can't catch this. I'm back on the list. I'm on the top of it. And the first one, I'm gonna win as the person who just gets told who he is by people who don't know who I am. Catch the phrasing. Y'all catch this lately? Y'all catch me taking a lot more time to do some things than a lot of people are taking. Serving the great I am, trying to find out who I am. Coming back to who I am. I try to pretend that doesn't make sense. That's what we're all searching for. We're searching scores of higher heights, like the bikes we ride. We try to find the mountaintop and forget to look back over the valley we dropped off our high horse. And why did we soar all the way across when we didn't stop to look at a single thing? Why did we do it? Why is the movement something we're all trying to achieve when we just want to take a break and hold still and wish that we could be a little bit more relaxed and get back to the type of life that we had when we didn't have to act like if we didn't go 1,000,000 miles an hour, we'd run out of time. So much time out there, but you have to take some. If you don't take the time, it'll run. Leave you in the past. And that's when you start to get back to realizing that we try to reach the end of the tunnel and forget where we started. I'm on a loop. Yeah. There's a reason for this. There's a reason I missed the peak. Because there are a lot more things to see. And when you're on your way back down and asking me how it went, I say, I'm just getting started. And I saw a garden, a waterfall, some things that all you missed along the way trying to get to the peak, and now you're weak in the knees. When I was down here on mine, looking in the dirt and the sand and finding the ants and all the things that just dance and blow in the wind, while everybody else just reached the peak and thought that they did something, and they were left empty while I was filling my cup in a spring. Living water, taking me back to the bottom, putting me in my place where I can see what is here when I'm looking around and not drown in the fear of will I be the first one to the top or do I not have what it takes? Because I know that I don't have what it takes, and that's why I will sit at the lake, confide in the fish that try but they miss to be the top dog in the pond. And they know that they're not. They'll get eaten and taken if they don't make it a game to be playing. Evade it. The bigger fish in the pond instead of trying to become one, because you're wrong. If you think that you'll ever be anything else but yourself, you'll just sink straight to the bottom, dropping like a pond full of rocks in a place you will not escape. By trying to get out of the lake, because once it comes up, Evaporation takes its time sometimes, but finds its way back to the ground, and I'm talking about precipitation. It takes its way from the skies to the lake again and again, and it cycles like me, like Michael, like I'm walking on the moon, like I'm stopping to assume that I'm not the kind of guy like him. I'm just trying to win the circular race. Who can take the longest to do something great? Call it a game of golf. Call it when I'm in a gulf and I can't seem to get myself out of things. Do I doubt that we have a God that leads us to an eternal kind of life I need? I'd like at least. I'd really like it. I'd really like it to not care if I even started hiking. And just know that I can be on the same earth as everybody else, regardless of the altitude, because that just moves up and down as the time goes on, as the erosion goes and flows the mountains back down into the ocean again. You thought I lost, but oh, I will win. The game of golf, call it the last, call it the first, call it I searched the scriptures and found. The last will be first. So when you hit the ground running, I'll just hit the ground. Metronome Madness, episode 39. In the Image Clothing Company music. Catch me off guard, catch me off tempo, catch me not with the intent to let go. Call it the truth. I'm calling him, dude. Constantly, if I can be praying continuous, without ceasing, a commandment that just seems to be leaving my ability to do each time I try. But God, I'm trying. The 11th of November, 2025. Caught off guard. Call it opening up. Going from the defense to the offense. I'm not on next. Definitely not on the fence.